The biggest risk IVF patients face today and how you can protect yourself. The biggest risk IVF patients face today is that they may get trapped into taking treatment in a bad IVF clinic. These clinics will not only cheat you by providing poor quality treatment, thus failing to give you a baby, they will also empty your bank account. And the second order consequences is that once you have had a bad experience at a bad IVF clinic, you aren't going to trust any other IVF clinic either. Once you have burnt your fingers, you refuse to believe that any clinic is any better than another, and this bad experience scars you for life. As a result, you refuse to try another IVF cycle at a better clinic, which means you reduce your chances of having a baby ever. The good news is that you aren't helpless, and there is a lot you can do to prevent a bad IVF clinic from taking you for a ride. However, you need to make sure that you don't get cheated before you start your IVF treatment rather than afterwards, because once you have paid your fees, there is no way you are going to get them back. This is why it's so important to arm yourself with information, therapy, so you can learn to ask the right questions before selecting an IVF clinic and starting your treatment. You don't want to get trapped by taking treatment at a bad IVF clinic. Ironically, it's the bad IVF clinics, those which are set up to maximize their profits rather than optimize their patients' pregnancy rates, which spend the most money on advertising, both online and offline. They buy a high public profile, which is how they lure patients into their clinic. For example, by offering free consultations or by holding IVF camps. They know that patients are not well informed and don't know how to judge the quality of an IVF clinic. So it's easy to trap them once they enter the clinic. The good news is that you can protect yourself from being cheated by a bad IVF clinic, but this does require that you do a bit of homework. By making sure that you ask the right questions before you part with your money, you reduce the chances of being cheated. You don't need to become an IVF expert to learn to ask the right questions. All you need to do is to speak up. If the doctor refuses to answer your questions, this is a red flag and you should run away ASAP. When we review the medical records of patients who have failed IVF cycles in other clinics, it breaks our heart when we see how much money they have wasted on pointless tests like sperm DNA fragmentation, ERA, endometrial receptivity assay, and PGT, pre-implantation genetic testing. You can't afford to be lazy and just blindly assume that the IVF doctor you are going to is good, because this kind of misplaced trust can prove to be very expensive to you. It's important to trust your doctor, but you also need to verify that he deserves your trust. The time and energy you're investing in the information therapy will make a world of difference in ensuring that you are at a good IVF clinic, rather than a bad one who just wants to make money by exploiting your ignorance and vulnerability. Need help in getting pregnant? Please send your medical details by filling in the form at www.drmalpani.com/free second opinion so that we can guide you.